Ask yourself,
are there times that I'm on a sinking ship and I know I'm on it, but I say to myself, at least I know what I'm on, and I don't know what's out there, right? A person once said to me, I can tell you exactly where you're at, right? You're standing in this moment of life and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I don't like where I am. I'm not too crazy about what's out there. And I definitely know I don't want to go back there, right? Paul is in this ship with these guys, okay? They thought that the idea of comfort was more important than them being saved. So they chose comfort. They chose ease. So now they're in this situation with this sinking ship. And what Paul ends up saying is like, listen, okay, right? What did he say before? I perceive this. I see this. And now he starts to share what he saw, right? He says, they've been outfood men. You should have listened to me and not gone. And he says all this, right? And then he says, yet now I urge you to take heart, for there will be no loss of life among you, but only of the ship. For this very night there stood before me an angel of the God to whom I belong and whom I worship. And he said, do not be afraid, Paul. You must stand before Caesar. And behold, God has granted you all those who sail with you. Okay, Paul's on the ship. Everybody knows it's going down. And Paul says something really difficult. He's looking at this officer, the owner of the ship, the pilot of the ship, these people who get their livelihood by the ship. And he starts to tell them, you gotta lose it. You gotta lose it. The first piece of advice that Paul starts to coach them through is when you're on a sinking ship, you got to give up the ship. At some point, Paul says, you got to call it. The ship is not going to be saved. You can't keep it.